What is up, guys? Lord Respawn here. I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of porting Wii U games to the Nintendo Switch. So there's a lot of debate on should Nintendo port Wii U titles onto the Switch. You know, they've done it with Mario Kart 8. They're doing it with Donkey Kong Freeze. They're kind of doing it with Hyrule Warriors. They did it with Pokken Tournament. You know, it seems to be a trend that they're doing, and it doesn't necessarily seem like it's going anywhere anytime soon. It definitely seems like it's a trend that they're trying to keep up, and they're going to keep pumping these out. And you know, it's kind of something that we have to live with. So yeah, I wanted to touch on the pros and cons of this, and we're going to talk about the pros first. And so the pros of this is it allows more games to be on the platform quicker, right? It takes a lot less time to produce a full Mario Kart game. It takes a lot less time to produce a full Donkey Kong game, etc. So they can literally copy and paste this code to the old games, you know, enhance it for the Switch, make some changes so it'll run on the go, things like that. Obviously eliminate the dual screen aspect of it, but you know, make minor changes in the grand scheme of things, and they can pump out a game probably 10 times faster just porting it versus creating a new title, which is awesome. You know, it helps build the lineup. It helps build the number of games that people can purchase day one if they're just buying a Switch and things like that. The other awesome thing about it, and a pro of it, is it allows people to play games that were on the Wii U that, you know, maybe these people didn't have a Wii U. They didn't want to invest some money. They didn't find it worth their time, but maybe they wanted to play the Donkey Kong game and just couldn't come around to buying a Wii U to play it. So now they have the opportunity to play that title and enjoy it just like the rest of us did, which is awesome. You know, I'm all about people enjoying games and having the opportunity to play whatever they want, and with the Nintendo Switch wherever they want, which is obviously a huge draw to the system. So those, I would say, are the main positives of them, you know, porting games, especially Wii U games, which some of which were released, you know, within the past 2 to 3 years. The cons, though, are the big turnoffs for me, and why I am in most cases against them. So for Mario Kart 8, I was 100% for, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe coming out in April. It launched give or take 2 months after the system launched. There weren't very many titles, and this allowed me to, you know, play Mario Kart 8 on a deeper level with battle mode, and expanded upon what I had already known, and gave me another title to buy in addition to Breath of the Wild. So that was great. The issue I have with them is that they're doing this and they're not releasing new titles, right? So they're releasing all these ports of games that were already out on Wii U. So Donkey Kong, all these games are already out, and all they're doing is porting them over, and they're not, I guess, releasing new titles. Now, I get it. They're working on Breath of the Wild, Odyssey. I totally understand that, but 3 to 4 years from now, if they're still porting things, it doesn't really make sense. Like, they need to get out of the port phase of Wii U titles and move on to maybe remastering an N64 game versus just porting over a new title, because people that had Wii U's have already played all these games. If they release Mario Kart 8 ported in a year from now or later this year, I probably wouldn't buy it. The only reason why I bought it is because I wanted another game to play on the Switch, to have an excuse to play it. And so I just think they need to move on to remastering other games, whether it's GameCube or Nintendo 64. I don't know. That's up to them, but, you know, hope to see that from them. But the main reason why ported games are a huge, why I don't agree with them, Wii U ported games, is they still carry that $59.99 price tag, right? So you go and buy a ported game and you got to pay $60. You got to buy Mario Kart 8 again for $60. Or, you know, you pre-order, you get 20% off, whatever. You still got to pay full price for it, right? Like it's a brand new title. In my opinion, these are not brand new titles. These are, you know, refluffed up titles that they converted to a new system. Did not take nearly as much dev work as a new title, and they really should not carry the full price tag of a brand new game such as Breath of the Wild. To compare Breath of the Wild and Pokken Tournament DX on the same level and to justify that they're both $60 games is crazy to me. So that is my main turnoff. Is these games just should not cost full price. They should be, maybe $39.99. I don't know, even $49.99. Like, come on, give us some sort of discount on them. I just see, or $59.99 is way too much for these games. They're legit copies of old games, and they're not even old games. They're from like 2014. It's not like they're doing Ocarina of Time remastered with Breath of the Wild graphics here. It is literally the same looking game, maybe a little bit better, but nothing out of the ordinary. So here's the future. Hopefully they start remastering old games, like super old, and maybe drop the price if they're going to keep doing Wii U ports. But so let me know in the comments, are you guys for or against porting Wii U games? What have you bought? Which ones have you bought? Would love to know. Let me know in the comments as always, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for stopping by, guys.